So this is my 2 month update for my hormones. Um, so a couple of physical changes are different. I have like tiny boobs, right? Like I've got like tiny boobs now. They're still like too small to do anything with, but I'm looking at them right now. Um, I like have a shadow under them, so like they're big enough for that. My nipples are starting to get bigger, and there's like a hard lump. There's like a hard lump behind my nipples, um, which I read is like pretty normal. That means like they're growing, right? So like boob growth is underway. They're bigger. Still really can't see anything from a distance. Sometimes depending on like the shirt I'm wearing, you can see that like I've got like it still really just looks like swelling, and you can see that I've got something there, right? Body hair is still pretty unchanged. Um, I'm starting to notice some differences in the way that um, in fat redistribution. So like I'm starting to notice some things on my body and some things on my face that are different. It's still not quite where I'd like to be. I've sort of got like the bottom of my stomach. The bottom of my stomach is like boop, and then it goes in for my hips and then back out. And I noticed that that line is like softer now, but I still like don't really have any hips where my hips are. um, so it's really hard for me to like look good in anything that I wear. I think my skin is starting. I've been told that my skin looks a little bit different. Those are some physical changes that I'm starting to notice more of. Um, Mood wise, I think I definitely have a cycle. Um, like I don't obviously bleed, but I think I do have a cycle because I'm noticing days about a month apart when everything is awful. Um, so mood wise, that's like the big change. I don't know what else. That's about all physically that I've noticed. Some other things are supposed to happen more, and they just have not increased yet. Um, right now, like my chief concern, other than money for doing things that I would like to do, like electrolysis, my main concern is like legally being discriminated against for my gender. There's like questions that they can ask you on applications that are designed to get you to divulge things about yourself, like that you're transgender. And then they cannot hire you. And even if you can prove it was discrimination, there's nothing you can do about it because in most states that's perfectly legal. Um, and I applied to 3 different places and I haven't heard back from any of them. And I followed up, um, with one of them and it's still nothing. So my main concern is that I'm not going to have a source of income. I need to be making more than $1,000 a month when I move in order to be a functional person. Um, so really, I'm concerned about that. School is almost done. Um, I'm starting to force myself to come out on campus because I really want to. Um, I told Jacob, so like the year is like pretty much done, like comp is over, right? But like I told Jacob that I want to go by Maeve on campus because he'll see me for summer comp and for MICF. Because it's really starting to get confusing going by 2 different names in 2 different places. Because then I will like refer to myself as both, and then like Maeve seems fake when I'm going by Jake, and it's a hot mess. It's like I wouldn't say it's an identity crisis, but it's like I don't know what name is me at this point because I go by both of them. So I don't know what name is me. Um, and I don't know. I haven't been murdered yet, so that's nice. Life is just great for everybody. Um, what would I say to future me? I'd say, like, don't give up because, like, present me, am curious to see what happens a little bit. Like, I'm, like, a little bit curious to see what happens with, like, the physical changes, what happens when I get electrolysis, like how that changes how people interact with me and like what my life is like. So I would say like don't give up just yet. Like hold out. Because I want to see. That's what I would say.